we do. And once again, we talking about peace now. Here I am, out here in the woods, not minding my business. Oh, wait a minute, this Gigi. Hey, babe. Hey. Huh? Yeah, I'm good. I was just doing the video. Wait a minute, let me shut it down real quick. No. Hey, bless up, fam. Today I want to talk to you about, in a land of lawlessness, in a land of no peace. Whether we like it or not, in life, peace only comes in small portions. I'm going to count down by seconds on how long it takes before some of my peace get interrupted, even out here in the woods. Let's go. 1, 2, okay, already. The gnats are already on me. I hear a wild little black, I don't know what they are, bugs, wasps, zooming around my head. No matter where you go on earth, peace is something you have to look for and find in the midst of chaos. Peace is something that you have to have in the midst of chaos. You have to search for it. You have to be diligent about pursuing it, right? I was just thinking, with all the changes, everything going on here in America, imagine living in America having no social support from the government, period. And the first time when I say social, do you think about food stamps? Do you think about WIC? Do you think about Section 8? I'm talking about the whole entire piece. No more Department of Health, no more Department of Environmental Protection. It's just straight business. It's just straight Department of Transportation. We got roadways, not for our convenience, but for transports, import, exports, for us driving to the store. So you will have the roads, you will have airports, so you will have the the Navy. You will have different things that would allow revenue to keep going. But anything dealing with social. So let's imagine a world where young parents trying to make ends meet no longer have any kind of government support. They have to figure it out on their own. Our elderly who has built this country, who have laid out the foundation, and now they're at their most vulnerable time. They no longer have any elder care, any elder support. There's no longer support with daycares, with preschool, no nutrition, no WIC, no women, infants, and children. No longer that, all right? No longer Medicaid, so people will be walking around suffering and sick and can't get the resources even though they lack the insurance. No more provisions to help stabilize families. It's all out for self. And you build a world where you still get taxed, and the taxation goes just to building the machine. Nothing gets distributed to everyday people. Some people are cool with that. Some people are fine with that. But my question is, would you want to live in a place like that? It's a change of mindset. It's a change of how you maneuver in this life. It's a change of preparation. It's a change of thinking about, what do you do? How do you prepare your family? What do you teach your kids? What do you teach your grandkids? I teach them to try to be self-sustaining as much as possible, not asking the government for anything. And try to find ways where you give the government the least amount that you possibly can. That's the strategy. Don't look for no form or piece of government to save you. And if you do ask for some, understand you're giving up a portion of your personal freedom. You're going to expose more and more of your intimate information, and nothing is given to you by free. Life has always been like that. No one gives you something for nothing. It's, when you think about it, sometimes people open up the door for you. And sometimes it's just for you to say thank you, appreciate it. And when you don't, sometimes they feel slighted. I was listening to a guy, and he said he moved from one state to another to be with his daughters. They was in the same vicinity. And him and his wife moved to be closer to his daughters. And he bought each one of them a car. One daughter, she went through school, continued to do well. But the other daughter, she ended up having kids, ended up not doing as well as the other one financially. And this is the thing that trips me out. I'm going somewhere with this. Be patient with me. Now, the other daughter, she took the car, she took care of it, got it serviced, got its oil changed and all that good stuff. But the other daughter didn't take care of it as well. Had little bumps and bruises on it. And neither daughters owned the title. So when the daughter that was, quote, doing well got ready to get another vehicle, she brought the vehicle back to the father. The other daughter, on the other hand, she needed a new car. She was working. She was still doing what she needed to do and taking care of her kids. Yeah, she was struggling a little bit, but she was still doing what she needed to do. But to the father, she didn't take care of that car like he felt she should have. He didn't feel like she appreciated it like she should, even though she did, listening from his conversation. Because, I have to ask questions. But when she got ready to try to trade it in and take the value out of that vehicle to put it on a new vehicle, she noticed she didn't have the title. So they needed her father to bless it or to sign over the title so she could trade it in. The father said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I gave you something, if you want to get a car, you get it on your own. That's what he told her. He said, if I gave you that car, you didn't even appreciate that car, and now you're trying to trade it in, and you're trying to get the money out of what I bought the car for, and you're trying to use it to get another car. You grown enough to do that, then you're grown enough to get the car on your own. And I listened to this guy, and I thought about it. And I said, so what would make you feel like that? He said, well, when I grew up, my father, if he did something for us, he bought me a car. I remember he bought me a car and all his kids a car. And you know what we did? We kept that car. Or if we didn't, we got ready to get rid of the car. We brought the car back and he would go and sell it. I said, oh, okay, I get it. So basically, if she brought you back the car, you would take the car and you would sell it. And then you just, keep the money. And he thought for a while. And he said, yeah, that, I mean, I gave the car to them. And I'm looking at them. Okay, you gave the car to them. Yeah. And for them to use. And she didn't even appreciate it. I said, oh, okay. And I thought about that thing after I walked away from the guy, and I said, you know what? A lot of us, millions of us are like that. Now, me on the other hand, if I give my children anything, it's theirs. If I leave my kids anything, it's theirs. Because everything I got is theirs. And I come to the realization that people don't think like that. And I get it now why people really can't comprehend the way that we move and how we move. Because some people not built like that. Some people, when you walk up to them, they thinking what you got, what you trying to take, and what you trying to get, or what you trying to sell. Instead of just genuinely like, how you doing? How you feeling? How the day going for you? So what you do for a living? You know, people are afraid of friendship or afraid of letting their guard down. And I can't imagine growing up with, that's just one transaction, but imagine that the way that person grew up. And I'm not knocking it. It works for them, it works for them. But it's totally contrary to, I guess, my upbringing and my thinking. Because at the end of the day, this stuff is just stuff. This stuff is going to deteriorate. It's going to rot. Now, if I give my children a vehicle and they choose not to take care of it, they choose not to do it, that's their choice. Guess what happens? They end up having to do another vehicle by themselves, right? Guess what happens? When they pay for it, they put their sweat equity in, they use it, then guess what's going to happen? They then appreciate the deed that I did. And I don't do it for their appreciation. I do it because I love them. I care for them. And they have a need, and I just gave them something to meet the need. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand why we move the way we move. I don't understand. And once again, we're talking about peace now. Here I am, out here in the woods, not minding my business. Oh, wait a minute, this is Gigi. Hey, babe. Hey. Huh?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just doing the video. Wait a minute, let me shut it down real quick. No. It's a perfect example because I was talking about peace and how it's almost unavoidable to try to get peace, you know. And I was just giving some illustrations. But I hold on for a second. Let me stop it. Let me end the video real quick. So fam, check this out. No matter what, you have to work towards your peace and strive towards your peace and understand it only happens just in a small, short period of time. Nothing lasts long. So you know what we have to do? We have to appreciate the time that we have to obtain that peace. Y'all stay well. See this? See this in my face? Peace wasn't designed to be long lasting. It's just only for a short, brief period of time. Just remember, whatever you do, don't forget to keep on growing. Grow. Till the next time, fam. Y'all take care.